Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Hey Janae, it is time to get into the latest episode of Survivor 48. Yes, this episode was a mess. Why do I feel so close? Like I feel like I'm in y'all face. I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about that. I have some new press-on nails, so if I'm fidgeting a little bit, I'm kind of giving my 2 cents on Survivor 48 and also measuring my nails for these press-ons. I am trying to become a press-on girly because I'm tired of giving the nail tech $70 to $100 every 2 weeks to get my nails done. So I'm trying to get into doing them myself, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna have these acrylics back. But I'm gonna give these press-ons a chance. I'm gonna give them a chance. But anyway, y'all, it's hot. It is hot. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm about to get to it. Hey Desiree. I'm about to get to the live. I'm just easing my way into it because I really don't have too much to say. We're gonna pretty much focus on jury management right about now. I kind of want to look at who's on the jury and how I think they'll vote because it's very clear Joe gonna win. Isn't it just super clear from the edit, from the people not making the moves they need to be making? It's very clear that Joe's just gonna win this. So we just kind of, a new nail tech is needed. Tell me you know somebody in the Memphis area that can do, because you know I like my nails a little bit long. And I do like a little design. Sometimes I like plain color, but it's usually from $70 to $100 for a fill-in with the designs and everything. And I like the gel polish. I don't like regular polish. But, you know, I got these cute little press-ons, a nice soft pink. I'm going to press them on my nails tonight and see how we do. See how they do. But anyway, y'all, let's get into the episode. We open up. Ask you live out here in Memphis. Let me know. I'm always looking for a recommendation. I'm also looking for a new hairstylist that does hair. I have my homegirl who does crochets. I have a braider. And I found someone that can do faux locks. I need someone who can do natural hair, that like a silk press, a sew-in. Let me know if y'all know somebody in the area. It's hard to find a good stylist. It's hard. Did you watch Shaheen's exit interview with Rob and his podcast? I did not. I haven't looked at Rob and his podcast yet. And you know I love Rob and his podcast. But I just haven't. What Shaheen say? What did he say? Because, I mean, he probably said what everybody else said. They waited 2 episodes too late to take a shot at Joe and Eva. Shaheen was thinking about Joe and Eva way back pre-merge when Eva gave Joe that friendship bracelet for his daughter. He was like, they too close. One of them got to go. I think what really messed Shaheen up is, what's his name? Thomas. When Thomas got idled out of the game, I think if Thomas was still in the game to be a part of the California girls, Thomas and Shaheen would have broke up Joe and Eva a long time ago. But once Thomas got idled out of the game, blindsided, that was the only blindside we really saw all season. Once Thomas got blindsided out the game with that idol, Shaheen is just stuck with Joe. And Shaheen thinks he could beat Joe. He just don't know. You know what's a little bit of Delulu is me. I'm ashamed to show. I'm about to send all these nails to my niece. Shout out to my niece Zoe in Chicago. I bought off of Shein. If you can't tell from the size of this bag, all these little nail things, at least 30 to 40 nail designs off Shein. But I thought my nails were medium because like my hands ain't that big. I'm probably a little medium. None of them nails fit. I'm like, girl, if you don't order the large and move on. You know you can't put them medium nails on your fingers. But it's hard. We ain't here to talk about nails. We not here to talk about nails, Angie. Let's get into the episode. Now, where we gonna start? We at the beginning with Mitch, Kyle, Camilla. Everybody looking around at Joe like Joe about to win the game, which he is. And it was like, it's finally time to make a big move, y'all. We got down to the final 6. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You know, I love that song. We've been loyal, we've been riding it out. We have played a great game of friendship. But now it's time to play Survivor. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna wait to the final 6 to play Survivor. Let's play. Everybody wants to get out Joe. And I'm like, okay, we about to get out Joe. Joe gotta go. Finally, let's see what's gonna happen. And bam, Joe done won the damn immunity idol. So once he got the immunity idol, what we gonna do now? Now, yes, I was on Twitter. Everybody was calling Mitch a dummy and everything else. And I don't really like to name call, but I do. But I don't want to call Mitch dumb. As someone sitting at home, all of them look dumb. All of them look dumb to us sitting at home. But they're on the screen. Some people really feel like they can beat Joe and Eva, which I still think maybe Kyle can. Maybe Kyle can. But maybe even Camilla. But I don't know. But anyway, Mitch said it's time to make a move. And I'm like, well, Mitch, I don't know who you about to make a move with, but let's do it. Let's do it, Mitch. That's pretty much what happened at the beginning. We everybody want to make a move, but they just waited 5 episodes too late to make a move. Now it's time for the damn reward challenge, because I'm just gonna skip to reward challenge because we ain't got to talk about everybody talking about making a move. I hate when people talk about making this big move before you even know who has the immunity necklace. Like if the 4 of them, Mitch, Shaheen, Camilla, Kyle, didn't come together and say, look, Mitch, you're next. And we're gonna pretend we're gonna put on our Oscar worthy, maybe not Oscar, but maybe our Emmy worthy. We're going to put on our award-winning acting performances, and we're going to all be like, it's an easy week. Mitch about to go home. We chilling. Friendship, loyalty. But amongst us 4, we're voting out Joe or Eva. Whoever does not have the necklace, if Joe doesn't have the necklace, Joe goes. If he does have the necklace, it's Eva. If those 4 people didn't come together and have that conversation, all of the stuff they put on my TV screen before that reward challenge was for naught. It was for nothing. You 4 had to come under the understanding of it's Joe or Eva. Mitch, your feelings gonna be hurt. You gotta be the decoy boot. You was going home anyway. Like they should have sat Mitch down and said, look, if we play loyalty, you going home anyway. So we just gonna pretend like Mitch going home like we did last week with Mary, like we did before the week before with Star. But us 4 are locked in on Joe or Eva. They should have sat down and had that agreement, that understanding in the first 45 minutes of the game. But because they didn't, I was uninterested. I don't like these nails. I feel like I need custom nails. Maybe I should not be doing my nails while on the live. Y'all sick of me. I know y'all sick of me. But it's because none of these nails really fit. And then I can't find two of the same thing. How the hell I can't find two of the same nail? And they both, it's two sets. I can't. It's no help for me, y'all. I'm about to go back up to the Asian shop and get these acrylics put back on up. Anyway, we're at the reward. Is it the reward first or immunity? Shaheen won the reward, and the reward is when they was hanging on that slide like this, and they could use their legs and stuff. But for the most part, the reward challenge, it couldn't have been that hard because Shaheen has something going on in his wrist, and Shaheen won. But sometimes when you miss your mama, you do anything for your mama. And Shaheen said, I need a letter from my mama. I'm hanging on no matter what. Now, for the most of the challenge, they can use arms and legs. The thing that got everybody knocked out is when they had to lay their legs flat. I think once their legs went flat, I think Mitch went. Camilla was like, I'm out. The legs can't go flat. Camilla, Mitch, then Eva. Then I think, was it No, then it was Joe. It was a Kyle Shaheen showdown. And, you know, at the end of the day, Shaheen won. I really did like the reward challenge. I do miss when the family members run out and the family get to have a little bit of time at the camp and, you know, stuff like that. But since COVID, they just ain't brought that back. But anyway, where are we at? So Shaheen wins and he picks Joe. And I was like, okay. All right, Joe's a stand-up man. He's a great father. I mean, I guess. You don't want to make it seem like there's a plan afoot, you know, so we're going to pick Joe, keep his mind at ease, and, you know, he want to read the letter from the kids. And then he picked Kyle. If he would have picked Eva, my sister trying to call me. You know, we got our Chris Brown tickets, and Chris Brown is over the pond in jail for some mess he did back in 2023. And me and my sister paid way too much money for these concert tickets. I said, well, look, sis, you know, the legal system gonna do what the legal system do. If Chris Brown don't show up for that concert, at least we get our money back. Ticketmaster got to give us our money back. So, you know, she a little bit stressed out. We both a little bit stressed out because we pay good money for them tickets. We want to see Chris Brown. But anyway, these nails are not the same size. I'm a little bit concerned. But anyway, back to the reward. So they're on the reward. They're eating. I forgot what they ate. Who cares? They're getting their letters. All of them are crying. Shaheen got some from his parents. I forgot who Kyle got his letter from, but does any of this matter? It's the Joe show. It is Joe's show. Joe is getting edits that I've never seen Survivor do before. He's getting the like people are talking to him. But he's getting voiceovers and there's a like Joe is getting slow-mos when he wins challenges. He's getting action scenes. He's getting looks off in the sun and just very theatrical. I've never seen any Survivor player get the kind of edit that Joe gets. And I am not an edit watcher. I don't go by, oh, so-and-so edit, so they're going to win. But it's just so obvious. If Joe does not win, I'm gonna be highly confused. Like, I think Kyle can do it. But I don't think the jury will vote for Kyle. We're gonna get to it. Let's get through the episode. So in the reward, if Joe mentioned this before somewhere along in the game, I didn't retain that information. I don't recall. But he talks about his sister and losing his sister to DV. and that he's there for everybody. Like, he's a stand-up man. He's got everybody back. And the one thing you're supposed to do, because I think the son did something about protecting the sister, and he was like, a son is supposed to protect. I mean, a brother's one job is to protect their sister, and I couldn't protect mine. I'm telling you, I was in tears. Now, I wasn't boohoo crying, but it was like the Eva moment when he was hugging Eva and comforting Eva, and you know, Jeff was over there crying, and I was at home. A couple of tears went down my cheek. Tears went down my face when Joe came back, and he was off in the sun telling his sister all the stuff he wished he could have had the words at a younger age to say to her. He wished he could have saved her. Now, some of y'all, because you know I make my little shorts on TikTok, and some of y'all wasn't here for it. Y'all said y'all was fast forwarding, and y'all thought he was being performative, and you thought it was silly. And I was like, am I getting too sensitive in my older age? Because I was really like, it's a lot. And I think it's a lot. Like, sometimes you don't have to go through the exact same scenario to still went through something similar, and it pulled at my heartstrings. There have been situations where I wish I could have said something to people, saved people, and sometimes it's too late. You never get that chance to apologize. You never get. I was in the feels. That moment had me in the feels, and it just gives me, why are we giving Joe? One, I can see Joe getting this kind of edit because this is not a strategic system. Season. This cast isn't running off, having meetings, being conniving, having alternate plans, and a lot of stuff going on here, there, and everywhere. So it's not a lot of stuff for production pretty much to do. So somebody got to tell the story. Somebody got to pull at our hearts. So it might as well be Joe. But it was so nice. But off of the mushy stuff, and Angie, don't go there. Angie, don't go there. This ain't no PSA. And off of the mushy stuff, let's fast forward. And I'm only getting off of it because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of emotions somewhere else. So let's stick to Kyle and Camilla and their genius plan that I'm surprised they pulled it off. The plan was, Kyle said, look, no. Let's fast forward. Let's rewind a little bit. At the sanctuary, people must have been up taking showers, because I was like, why can Shaheen and Kyle speak so freely? Where is Joe? Why is Shaheen and Joe speaking so freely? Where is Kyle? I'm sure that each person maybe in the sanctuary was taking a shower, because you know they have bed, showers, and everything over there in the sanctuary. So that's how they had these private conversations. He had a conversation with Joe first, and the way Shaheen, or did he talk to Kyle first? I don't, who cares? Because you know I ain't took no notes. But Shaheen was being a little bit iffy, because the way I picked up what Shaheen was putting down was, I thought he was making a pitch to Joe that it's time to get rid of Kyle. Like, Kyle can win some of these immunities, and okay, Kyle was first. Thank you for getting me together, Desiree. So he was talking to Kyle first, Shaheen. And Shaheen was pitching, you know, maybe it's time to break up Joe and Eva. You know, maybe, you know, we get rid of Eva. Eva's sitting over there because he was like, Joe is my boy, but you know, we can get rid of Eva. She got that idol. She got that walk away idol and a real idol. You know, she got a lot of firepower. And I was like, yes, Shaheen, yes. And I was feeling Kyle. I was like, Kyle, I know you down for it, But don't nod and agree. Just be like, yeah, we might, let me think about that. Let me ponder on that for about 30, 45 minutes, Let me take my shower first and let me get back to you. Because I do feel like if Kyle would have been down and would have been like, hell yeah, we can get Joe. If Kyle would have been the yapper of the plan, I think Shaheen would have snitched. I think a piece of me, correct me if I'm getting it wrong. But how can I get how I feel wrong? We'll never know. I guess I gotta listen to Shaheen's exit interview. But a piece of me feels like he was setting Kyle up for the okie doke. He was setting Kyle up because when he talked to Joe, he was giving Joe that same energy, like maybe we shouldn't do Mitch, maybe we should make a move. And I thought he was pitching Kyle. He never said Kyle's name. But it just felt like Shaheen ain't want to go to the end with Kyle. But I could be wrong. So Kyle comes back to his true number one, Camilla. I'm surprised people don't know Camilla and Kyle ain't cool. I don't understand, like, it's 6 people left. Kyle has been fighting hard to save Camilla. You really think him and Camilla ain't cool? But hey, we still acting. Kyle and Camilla are still acting, but I'm like, it shouldn't be no act. It's clear that Camilla is your number one. Who else is your number one? Shaheen? Mitch? You ain't fighting for Shaheen and Mitch. But anyway, if in the final 5, Kyle and Camilla sneak off and talk about, this, but they don't know we number one. But it's me and you. I'm like, y'all, it's 5 people left. It's very clear. But anyway, my mind is about to start wandering. Angie, focus, get it together. Kyle comes back to Camilla and say, look, I done heard Shaheen done said he willing to put that vote on Eva. But I got a master plan. I got a plan for both of us to be sitting in the finale, or at least one of us. Immediately, if I was Camilla, I'd be like, I don't give a damn about at least one of us. It needs to be me. What's the plan for me to be sitting there? But the true friendship, as long as one of us sitting there, I don't give a damn about one of us. If the one of us ain't me, I don't give a damn about this plan. But anyway, let's keep talking about it. So they come up with the plan that, because mind you, they haven't played the immunity challenge yet. So we're just doing a lot of yapping. They want to float out to Joe that Shaheen has an idol and that Shaheen wants to vote him out. And they want to throw in the idol part because if they just says Shaheen want to vote you out, yeah, Joe gonna go confront him. He gonna be like, bitch, you want to vote me out? What? After I've been riding with you, it's been us purple from day one, California girls, all this, all that. And we done been to all the swaps together. And you want to vote me out? I do agree. Throwing in the idol helps the confrontation, because if someone has an idol, you can't be like, you could say would do it, say would do it. Say it be like, I don't give a damn, they got an idol now, bitch, you trying to vote me out? But when there's an idol involved, you kind of have to maneuver a little bit differently, because I don't know why. I guess because you don't want to be the one idled out the game. I don't know. Why would they believe Shaheen has an idol? Because the Purple Tribe idol was found by Star. And Star gave that idol to Eva. And that idol has not been played for it to be re-put in the game for someone else to find it. Now, mind you, Shyheim was on the tribe, that Kyle played an idol. They could try to put it that Shyheim found Kyle's idol the next day before they remerged with everybody. I don't know. So that could. And where is Kyle's idol? Why wasn't it put back in the game? Or was it and nobody just gave a damn to go find it? I don't. Because I'm still wondering, like, what happened to Say's idol? What happened to Kyle's idol? It was like, did people just look for it and never found it? And production kind of was like, well, we ain't going to talk about it no more. I don't know. Who cares? It's the end of the game. They ain't about to do nothing with them right now anyway. Wouldn't it be amazing if someone just stumbled across Say's or Kyle's idol in the final 5 and used it? Who played it? I know Kyle played it, but once them Beware Advantage idols are played, they rehide them. They rehide them, and then you don't even got to beware again. You can just find it. I don't know. But anyway, we're not going to stress about that. So I can see how that lie could work, but I don't see how that lie could work because Joe was there when Thomas got idled out the game by Kyle. They had to know Kyle would only play his idol because Camilla said something. They have to know that. I would assume it. Or maybe not. They were the underdogs. There's only 2 of them, and it was 3 of them, and so they had to play the idol, whatever. But if it's Joe and Shyheim, Kyle and Camilla, that's why I don't understand why they still don't think Kyle and Camilla is cool. If Shyheim found an idol after this all a lie. We just going through the lie. This is why lies don't make sense sometimes. Why would Shyheim tell Kyle and Camilla about an idol before Joe? Like, if Thomas just got idled out the game, and it doesn't make. If I was Joe, I'd be like, why would he show y'all an idol before he showed it to? If I was Joe, I would still go ask his ass, so you got an idol? Or hell, y'all was going through people's bags before. If I was Joe, I would go through Shyheim's bag and be like, I ain't see no idol in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I am watching from home and you overthinking it. But anyway, Camilla telling Joe, yeah, he showed me the idol in the bag. And, he said he was going to vote you out. So, but mind you, they telling him all this stuff. The plan was made before immunity. We get to the immunity challenge. What did they do at the damn immunity challenge? Because Joe won. I know they climbed under a net. They was doing something with some tossing the ball, and Eva was having a hard time getting her ball down, and then Camilla was having a hard time rolling across the barrel. Did they have to solve a word puzzle or something? I don't know what Joe did to win, but Joe won. And that's all that matters. Joe won immunity. So the plan to get out Joe is womp womp. So now, the plan was never to get out Joe. They were going. I don't understand why the plan was never to get out Joe. Why was the plan always Shyheim? Because people was mad Shyheim took Joe to the sanctuary. Oh, because Mitch. And they brought up my girl Liz. Wasn't Shyheim was like, if I didn't get picked for this, I would have been like, Liz, I'm pissed. I need another Liz moment. That was some good Survivor TV right there. It was very Delulu, but it was some good Survivor TV right there. I'm pissed. Y'all, I'm talking all out of order because ain't shit really happened. I'm trying to make the best. I'm trying to make the best of it. So yes, Mitch and Camilla was mad. They did not get picked for that reward. And they was like, Shyheim got to go because why the hell you going to pick Joe? We trying to get Joe out and you going to get him a full belly of food and a good night's sleep and a shower. I was with them 100%, but see, y'all should have got Joe out about 3 episodes ago. Especially the one when he had a necklace. Because I think he might have had the necklace 3 episodes ago. But whatever episode Joe ain't had that necklace, but y'all worry about Mary. Y'all don't want to vote out Eva because Eva is going to be a for sure vote for Joe. Who gives a damn? That's one vote. Eva isn't the only one. She isn't the sole vote caster for the $1 million. That's one vote. Who gives a damn? Vote Eva ass out, then vote Joe ass out next. Then you got to worry about who the hell Eva vote for. I really can't wait for the reunion, for everyone to say that they woulda, shoulda, couldas after Joe win his $1 million. I really want to know what they were thinking. But anyway, let's keep going forward, Angie. Keep going forward. So, what happened next, y'all? Immunity challenge. Shaheen is the vote. Everyone's down for it. They snitching to Joe. Joe's mind is working, but Joe was doing something that I was here for. He was like, is Shaheen really trying to get me out? Or is Kyle playing with me? Because why he telling me this now after the challenge? I got to listen to the messenger. And I was like, yes, you have to listen to the messenger. Why is Camilla and Kyle telling you this about Shaheen? I don't know. Joe did talk to Shaheen, but Shaheen was talking in mysteries. And Joe, you should have been straightforward. Look, you got an idol and you trying to get me out the game, because that's what Camilla and Kyle said. And then y'all could have flipped this all up in the air and voted one of them out. Not that that's what I wanted to happen. I ain't too mad Shaheen went home. I really don't give a damn. I really want Camilla or Kyle in the final 3, because I want their strategy talk to go up against everyone's loyalty talk. And I want to see which one the jury respects. Because let's just go ahead and get to it. Don't nobody give a damn. Shaheen ain't had no damn idol. Tribal council was a whole bunch of nothing. Shaheen went home. Okay, let's talk to what we really want to talk about for the next few minutes. Where we think the jury is at. Who do we really think can win this game? Let's just start from the bottom. Mitch, I don't give a damn if you win the next immunity, fire making. I don't give a damn what you do in this finale, Mitch. You're not winning. You're not winning. You will be a 0 vote finalist. So there you go. Best thing we can do is get Mitch on up. I don't even want Mitch sitting there. Mitch has absolutely nothing to say. Absolutely. He ain't made a move. He ain't made a move. Did he win anything? Has he won an individual immunity challenge? Has he won a reward? Mitch has done absolutely nothing. Now, I respect Mitch as a person and what he stands for and representing on this season, but as a Survivor player, the way I like Survivor players to play, he is a waste of a space. And mind you, Mitch, don't be too offended when I say that, because about 75% of the cast was a waste of space this season. So, Mitch, final 3, not final 3, and I ain't expecting too much out of him. Camilla gets a little bit tricky. Do I think people on the jury would vote for Camilla? Maybe Star. I think Star would vote for Camilla because Camilla has been playing the game. She's been, and she has won an individual immunity challenge. I don't think she's won a reward, but Camilla has been playing the game. She's been making moves. She's been acting. What her and Kyle have been doing since pre-merge has been great Survivor gameplay for me. For Camilla to pull it off, I think a lot of people would respect Camilla's gameplay. I don't think she could beat Joe. Camilla would have to be sitting there with like Mitch, Eva. I don't think she could beat Kyle. And she had a good confessional where she said, I'd rather it be you than me because I want to win. I think Camilla can beat Kyle. But I don't know. I don't think Camilla could beat I don't think Camilla can beat Kyle, because if it wasn't for Kyle bringing information to Camilla and them drawing up plans to act out the information that Kyle is privy to, I think Kyle has a leg up on Camilla. So Camilla could beat Eva but how would they get there? Like at Final 5, Kyle, you need to win immunity at Final 5. Then you, Mitch, and Camilla need to secretly not drop a hint to who you're going to vote out between Eva or Joe, because you don't want Eva to play her idol right. And if they have no idea if it's going to be Eva or Joe, you can't play nothing tricky. You can't be like, oh, we going to vote out Joe and then turn around and vote out Eva because y'all fuck around. Y'all have to kind of play it with like, it's us for a minute. Y'all gotta next week, y'all gotta play it like Mitch is the vote, because you gotta make Eva and Joe feel really, really safe. Because if they have an inkling, y'all need to already know secretly which one of the two and stick with it, because Eva gonna play that idol. She already said she gonna play it on herself, but I feel like if Eva feels safe, she would play it on Joe. So we just need the two of them not to win individual immunity next week. And the Final 5 could be interesting, because if you can get Joe out at 5, who knows? Does Eva know how to make fire? I mean, I don't think Eva has a good case. Like, I'm not too concerned with Eva getting jury votes. I really am not. But if y'all can get out, if you can get Joe out at 5 and then make Mitch and Kyle do fire, some kind of way, Camilla, you got to get Kyle out at 4. But I think Camilla has the harder road. But I think Camilla, if in the perfect scenario, Eva and Mitch, she can win that. Let's go ahead and get Eva out the way. I don't see Eva winning the game at all. She's kind of down there with Mitch, because like I said, if it's Eva, Mitch, Camilla, I'm giving it to Camilla. I think people like Chrissy, Cedric, Star, people who were close to Camilla, people who might respect the strategy of the game, who kind of wanted to make big moves but couldn't. And I think once they hear the things Camilla has to say, and especially if Kyle was sitting over there, like, I think Camilla could pull this. I don't see, if Eva's sitting next to Joe, no. If Eva's sitting next to Kyle, no. So I think, I don't even see nobody sliding Eva. Like, the only way I can see anybody even sliding Eva a loyalty vote is Joe. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any. I know we sick of Eva. We sick of her eating up all the food. We sick of her being given all the advantages. Hell, she didn't even play the walk away idol. What was the point of... Question. Does the jury reward people for being so insulated in the game that they don't even have to play the advantages that they were given? Does the jury reward that? I don't think so. I think Eva has rubbed people the wrong way, the way she kind of, y'all wish y'all would have went on this one because y'all needed to ask me. I ain't even need it. You know, I think Eva kind of rubs people the wrong way. She doesn't really know how to talk to people. It could be a part of her autism where, like, maybe you don't know how to say things with tact. I don't know. don't blow up my Twitter for saying that, but I just feel like Eva doesn't know how, maybe she doesn't understand how she's coming across to people, because that was some bullshit when she came back like, I know y'all wish y'all had to ask me, Idol. Y'all, I ain't even go for it. Matter of fact, I didn't kick my whole shit over. I ain't even need, Eva was real cocky with that. And I think maybe she's not aware of how she's coming off to people. Like, she really might be thinking, I'm just telling the story. Because Joe kind of mentioned, like, she's just overly honest. But that shit could rub people the wrong way. Anyway, let's get to who's next. Kyle. I understand what Kyle is doing. Kyle is playing the best strategic survivor he can play with this cast. He doesn't want to be too cutthroat because he knows the jury is honoring loyalty this season. So he doesn't want to be cutthroat, which is why I think he went for Shaheen and not Joe or Eva. He doesn't want to piss off Joe or Eva. And I think, like Shaheen, Kyle thinks he can beat Joe at the end with all of his strategy talk. And the Survivor super fan that I am, I'm like, yeah, if Kyle's sitting at the end after he explained his game, easy, he won that. Joe ain't really did shit. But I think this cast is going to reward all of the immunity wins that Joe has won. I think they will reward Joe or award Joe the $1 million because he was the biggest target sitting out here and you all were too scared to take a shot. And since y'all ain't take the shot and y'all letting him sit here, we got to give him the $1 million. Even though I think Kyle sitting at that final tribal council with Joe will talk circles around Joe. But I think the one thing that Joe will have in his back pocket is, but you ain't get me out. To me, that's all Joe got to say at the final tribal council. But y'all ain't get me out. Like, I don't care what you over here talking about. You ain't get me out. So I kind of think it's Joe's game to lose. I can't wait. Y'all robbed me of a say being on the jury. Don't rob me of a Kyle being in the final three. Even though if he's sitting next to Joe, I still think Joe takes it. Only person that's gonna vote for Joe is David and maybe Mary. David and Mary. But other than that, I think this is Joe's game to lose. And I just don't see him losing it at all. He probably getting ready to win the next 2 immunities. We ain't even got to, I hope this ain't no 3-4 hour episode. We ain't even got to watch all of this. Let's go straight to the challenges. Joe won. Okay, Mitch, bye. Let's go straight to the final 4. Okay, Joe won. Go right to the fire making between Kyle and Camilla. Like, we ain't got to waste too much time on these episodes, CBS. Matter of fact, I'd rather hurry up and go. Let's get to the final tribal council. Let's get to these votes because I really want to hear the reunion. I really want to hear I should have did that. We know we should have did. I really can't wait to get to the reunion. But I'm going to put my guesses out here now. And we can test it next week, see if I was right or wrong. But right now, Joe is winning. If by whatever chance they can get Joe out and Kyle is sitting in the final 3, it's Kyle's game. And I just don't see, and like I said, I'm not an edit watcher, but I just can't see anybody else winning this season outside of Kyle or Joe with this final 5. I might have could have saw it for Shaheen if they ain't snipped Shaheen out of here, but I just don't see it for anybody else. The only other person I think can get it is Camilla, and that's if she's sitting next to Mitch and Eva. But we'll see if I'm right or wrong next week. We'll see if I'm right or wrong next week. If Mitch wins immunity next week, either Kyle, Camilla, or Joe goes on 5. I don't care who wins immunity next week. If Joe or Eva, if neither one of those two have the necklace on, Mitch, Kyle, Camilla have to secretly band together and be like, we ain't telling y'all, one of y'all going home, but we ain't gonna tell it. And we gonna play eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But that might be too dangerous because Joe and Camilla could just be like, well, we vote now Kyle. And then Kyle might get scary and be like, oh, they vote out me. I guess we got to vote out Camilla. I don't know. You know, they got to be real savvy next week if those two don't have the necklace. Because Eva's going to play that idol. You just got to trick her. You just got to trick her. I don't know how. You just got to make it. You got to make it be known that I don't know how they're going to do it. Kyle and Camilla been pulling off the stunts all season. They got to find a way to get Eva to play that idol on herself and vote out Joe. Yep, Joe is looking like he's getting ready to take it. I mean, he's been crying all season about his kids, and then he's been Eva's protector and, you know, pulling at parents' heartstrings at home. And then we hear about his sister. The season ain't never been set up for nobody else any better. And I mean, you just want him to win. You just be like, you know what I don't want, and we're about to end this because I ain't about to go down no tangent. What I don't want is for all of us to fall in love with Joe and be like, he's such a stand-up man, this, and that. And then he win this $1 million, and then when the season over, all of his trash tweets and other bullshit we don't want to hear no bullshit about Joe in the background. That would be a scam of all scams. This man that came on TV and America done fell in love with him, and then he ended up being a trash individual. That would hurt my feelings because I shed real tears. And y'all know I don't cry for nothing. Also, Survivor 49 has finished filming. Great. We don't need it in the summertime because, you know, Big Brother talking about they want to do some 90-minute episodes and some Fridays. I seen a little 60-second clip of Taryn. You know, Taryn does the Big Brother coverage on Robin, his podcast. And Taryn was like, episodes going to be 90 minutes. I think permanent 90-minute episodes on Wednesday. Is this? Damn it. Taryn, I ain't take no damn notes. Y'all be watching Robin, his podcast. Y'all know what Taryn said. Whatever, one day a week is going to be permanent 90-minute episodes. And I also recall Taryn saying every other Friday is going to be like a YouTube recap because that's the best thing. A YouTube recap on TV where past Big Brother players come back and discuss the game for like an hour episode on Fridays. I'm here for that depending on who y'all bring back because I don't want to see Franzel. I don't give a damn what she got to say. I ain't really got to see Cody Califore, whatever his name is. No disrespect. I probably just can't fix my mouth to say it right. I don't want to see Cody. Like, I want to see some entertaining people who are really going to break down the game and also entertain us on a Friday night. I'm here for that, CBS. So I'm revving up for Big Brother. I'm really excited. I think Taryn also said that the finale is going to be late September. September is not year end. Y'all know in the accounting world, year end is life. Year end is where you make your good coins. Not that you get paid any extra, but for me, that's what I get paid for. That's what I get paid for, is to close the books for the year. That's one of the major, it is my major function of my job. So I don't take off. I said all that to say I don't take off in October. October is when year end begins. But if that finale falls around September 29th, September 30th, oh, I'm putting in them PTO days and I'm going to the finale party. I'm going to the finale party. Hopefully this year. I haven't talked to Really B and Busy Blue. And you know, we did that weekly recap for Big Brother last season. I'm assuming we're gonna do it again, but we got to get our schedules together and really say we're gonna do it again. But you know, your girl, me, Kiss My Cheeks TV, I'm going to be reviewing Big Brother. I can't wait for more information to start to circulate about it. I'm going to do probably, now y'all know I'm about to tell a little bit of my business, but y'all should already know. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we had a small house fire, but it's still a lot of major damage. So in probably the next week or two, I'm going to be moving into temporary housing, which is probably just an Airbnb. And I got to configure in this temporary space where I'm gonna put my YouTube studio, because a lot of shows coming back for the summer and I have to get situated for the content. So it might be a small little break, but hopefully I will be back. Should I be back in my house? I probably won't be back in my house by July 10th, because they said it's gonna be 2 months on the rebuild. I ain't gonna get stressed out, but hopefully I just need to be stationary for the Big Brother content. But I definitely want to go to LA for a premiere party. I saw The $1 Million Secret on Netflix is getting a season 2. I want to review Netflix shows, but it's hard for me to review Netflix shows when they drop all the episodes at once. Like when they do the circle and they drop like 4 or 3 episodes at a time, I can do that. But when you drop all the episodes, I'm gonna want to binge watch it, and then after I binge watch it, I ain't going back taking all them damn notes. So, but get into The $1 Million Secret on Netflix. It will remind you of Traitors. It's a really, really good, like one of those murder mystery at dinner type shows. So you will like The $1 Million Secret. Love Island is coming back pretty soon. What else is coming out this summer? That's why I said Survivor, hold y'all breaks. Come back in the fall. The Challenge 41 is coming out this summer, and they starting to rev up the promo. You know how the challenge will do us. The challenge will get us excited. We flipping cartwheels. We doing everything. And then we over here cussing them out like we doing right now for Survivor 48. We going to be over it. Challenge 41, y'all better not let me down. Because really, the challenge season 40 was good, but the tie at the end ruined it. Y'all ruined the whole season wanting somebody to get a tie and then wanting to do a whole swim meet as a final. Like, damn it, swim a little bit, but do a little bit of everything. All that damn swimming. And I love swimming because I would have won that shit. I would have won the swim meet final. Because I'm like Big T. I was on the swim team in high school. My mama had us in the pool since we were babies. I was on the swim team all in elementary school, junior high school. Like, swimming is what me and my family do. That's about the one thing, one sport, the one activity I'm aside from playing spades, aside from playing cards. Swimming is the one thing I'm gonna talk all my shit on, because you can't beat me. You can't beat me. But I still ain't want to see it in the final. Not an all swim team final. Hey, Naomi. Yes, you're gonna be a part of the replay crew, because I'm about to sit here and DoorDash me something for dinner and figure out how to open up this damn nail glue. Why would y'all sell me the nail glue and it ain't open? Now I got to figure out with these damn scissors how to open up the damn nail glue. Look, I'm about to become a press-on girly in the next 10 minutes. It's going to go either extremely great or awfully wrong. I might even I'm going to post a picture on the Instagram. I'm about to make a huge mess with this glue, or my nails about to be fire. come to my Instagram. You know, everything is Kiss My Cheeks TV. Go to Instagram about 30 minutes and we're going to see what I'm about to do with these damn nails. Lord have mercy. What really is scaring me, because I got an event tomorrow and, you know, I like to wear my contacts, put my makeup on. I'm like, I'm scared when these press-ons is going to scratch my eye with the damn contacts. Y'all pray for me in this nail journey. I'm telling you, I'm probably going to be back over there in the Vietnamese shop. It's called, what is it called? Bell 9. The Bells. I'm going to be back over there at the Bell nail shop probably in about 2 weeks fooling with these press-ons. But we're going to see how it go. But anyway, y'all, please like up this video. I just feel so bad because I'm trying to give y'all the Survivor content. I'm trying to make it interesting. Thank you to the person who got in the comments and said thank you for at least trying to talk a little bit of strategy. Yes, I'm trying to give y'all the best that I can with this season, but we got to work with what we get. Like, I got to work with what I got. But anyway, y'all, get to subscribing. It's Big Brother around the corner. Get to subscribing and all that good stuff. I'm in the house this weekend, probably for the next few weeks, because like I said, I had the house fire. And we got to start packing our stuff up to get ready to go to temporary housing. But I might try to come up with a couple of video ideas. I got a little bit of challenge tea we could talk about. Maybe we could talk about a little bit of Big Brother or something. I don't know, because there's some Big Brother people getting ready to be on the challenge. Maybe we could talk about that. But I'm gonna come up with a couple of videos over the weekend. The Shy on Showtime, new season is out. Sometimes I review The Shy, sometimes I don't. I feel like I don't have enough reviews out right now, so I might review The Shy for a little bit and see what Lena Waithe and them talking about. I can't open this damn nail glue. I'm already about to be pissed off. Already. But anyway, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Oh, The Mormons, The Secret Lives of the Mormons on Hulu. I didn't even know season 2 was out. Season 2 of that is out. I will be reviewing that. I'm trying to get to review that with Abby. We're going to coordinate schedules, but look out for that as well. But you all know what to do. Hit subscribe. I'm going to be talking on TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe to both, and I'll holler at y'all later. Have a good weekend, y'all. Me and this damn nail glue. Bye. A mess.